Hello, good morning. My name is Ben from Home Care Scheduler. In this video, I want to show you our integration between Home Care Scheduler and Nookal. I'll explain why you should use it if you're a home care business, and we'll go through some of the main features. So as you can see, inside of Nookal, I've created a whole bunch of fake appointments. And this is similar to how a home care business may use Nookal. They create the appointments, they guess the distance in between to simulate travel, and then they put the second appointment in here. But as you could imagine, it's quite time consuming to manually calculate all these distances. And then you have a middle appointment problem if Lee or Christian cancels. What do you do with all the other appointments, and how do you recalculate? There's lots of issues with this style of scheduling. So what we have to help with that problem is Home Care Scheduler. It has an API connection between Nookal and Home Care Scheduler. So what you do is you go into your settings, you go to the connections, you grab an API key, and you can paste it into our integrations tab. I've already done it in here. Once you've added your Nookal API key, you go to the imports tab and you hit create a new import. I'm going to import appointments from the 17th of June to the 23rd of June. Now you can see using the API, it's already found what appointments are in the system, and they're listed here. And then you hit start import. In the background, it's connecting to the Nookal system and it's pulling those appointments over to Home Care Scheduler. Once you can refresh the page and you can see that's now complete. We've imported 37 appointments. If you wanted to go to the appointments tab and you select a practitioner, you can see all those appointments are listed inside of Home Care Scheduler. We also, and you can see a map. This is on the 17th of June for one of the practitioners, Ben, and you can see a map of all the appointments. We also have a good report here. This report, if you have multiple practitioners, will list each practitioner on a separate line, and it will calculate how far they've travelled in distance and how much time they've travelled during that period, during these dates here. This report is really useful for payroll. If you have to pay your practitioners a per kilometre allowance, that can be multiplied. Usually in Australia it's 95 cents, around the world it's a different amount. You usually multiply that distance by that rate, and that's how much the practitioner is paid on top of their wages to account for using their vehicle. If you're a business and you want to get your travel down, one thing that can be useful is you sort travel based on the highest number of kilometres. These appointments are a good place to start, because if they have a high distance, that means you're travelling a long way to get to that appointment, and maybe that appointment might be better on a different day. You can start working through each appointment like that. Also, there's a more efficient method. So if we looked at Ben's appointments today, these are, and you can see that they're all over the place. There's a lot of crisscrossing across the city. This is not a very efficient way to do it. This is quite expensive. If you wanted to, you could create a route. You could optimize it to start at the first appointment of the day, or you could set a practitioner location here, and then that will be used, maybe their home address, maybe something else. And then you can optimize these appointments. What it's done is it's ordered these appointments in the most efficient route. If we were to save it and update it, you can see it's changed how all the travel is working. Remember, we set this as the first appointment, so if you wanted to get more efficient, maybe you would see one of these outlier appointments first, and then you're only tracking once across the city like that. And it's calculated the travel a lot more accurately. This is a duplicate appointment, so we will delete that. And you'll notice it's recalculated all the arrival times to work exactly. So with the appointment, we know we're starting at 9, we have a 30-minute appointment, we have 15.3 minutes of travel, and we've calculated the next one, and so on and so on. If you wanted to get a little bit more creative, you can also create a second route. Maybe you've got a route in the morning and you've got a route in the afternoon, before lunch and after lunch. And you can do that as much as you like. You can have as many routes as you like. So now that these appointments are ordered in a more efficient route, minimizing travel distance, minimizing the amount of time the practitioner is spent on the road, you can see this is the 18th of June. If we go to here, this is what it looks like at the moment. Obviously, you can't do this in real life because you can't immediately be in two locations exactly after each other. But what we can do now is we can go to export, and we will export. We'll do just today to speed up the process. It's found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appointments. And remember, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appointments in here on the 18th. And then we can start the export. And if we refresh this page, you'll see these appointments are all nicely ordered. Remember, we deleted that duplicate. Appointment. Anyway, we'll ignore that. But you can see it's updated all these appointments, and it's perfectly created the travel distance so that you're able to get to all these appointments on time. So yeah, this is a really useful software for home visit practitioners. It allows you to efficiently operate. We're building some really cool new functions that are coming soon with time-based time window optimizing, where we're going to allow you to enter the availability of the person, and also some features around finding the most proximal practitioner. But this is the integration, and I hope you like it. So if you use Nookal, please feel free to reach out to us at Home Care Scheduler, and we can set you up with an account, and we can start making your operations a bit more efficient, or we can also make your payroll a little bit more efficient. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us at homecarescheduler.com. All right, thank you.